Welcome to the Billionaire Podcast. We're here, Khalil and I are here with the man himself. The man who has gotten multiple awards. The man who had the entire island locked down, the entire region locked down in the pandemic. We're here with Dane Ray.
Yeah, man. Fully.
Yeah, man.
Billionaire.
Billionaire. Fully billionaire.
Fully,
Dane billionaire, you know?
Feel honored to be here, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Something
man.
great. Even the name powerful, you know?
Yeah, man.
Fully.
So Dane Ray, what we wanted to talk to you about, because we've seen a lot about you. And we wanted to know, like, we know you're very successful right now, but we wanted to know what was it like when you just started out?
The rough, you know? Music,
Yeah.
we never really born poor. Family alright, to be honest, you see me? But me the run with because they want me pursue
The traditional.
the traditional university. Start Edna Manley and the drag. I'm very artistic as well. And
Yeah.
me always a school class today over the music part. So everybody else I say, yo brother, let's go on music school. Me learn a couple things and then me run like we go up on a school program eventually.
Yeah.
Where you could make some money for pay for the school fee. When I go over there, me use all that money and buy equipment.
Yeah.
Come back to Jamaica and me start do my thing. Me never done make no money. Me just do it for try. Be perfect at the time. Eventually, because me I sing my song, them and I produce, me get really good at it because me have a thing where anything I'm focus on or put on my mind, I have to be very good or the best at it naturally.
Yeah.
You see me? So yeah, it wasn't easy coming into the music for me because me never have the financial bucketive, me never have the family support and them thing that initially. So that was what I use as a drive and as power, you know, for push me and remind myself every day, say, I have to make this thing happen, you know, because I have my subject them. Could I literally do anything more and do, yeah. So music is something that is inborn in me and something it's a passion.
Yeah.
And I don't know after we start make some money we realize say, yo,
I hate this.
this yeah, cause in a life, I always say you have to have three things. Something that you do to make money that you love.
Yeah.
Something that keep you fit that you love, and something that keep your mind sharp that you love. So naturally, you're bringing in positive energy and positivity in your life, and positivity in your pocket. As a billionaire.
As a billionaire. As a billionaire.
So I hate that man, nah, man.
Yeah, so so you said that you felt like you were born with it, right?
Yeah,
But, so wasn't like when did you actually realize that, hey, like this is what I needed to do, or this is what I need to do? Like when did you realize that music was for you?
Honestly, probably right after I produced
Tough. Yeah.
Yeah. But like the real ultimate feeling of knowing that your music and your purpose and finding the reason in music would be like probably like 6 months now.
6 months.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right then. So as we see that you're a producer and we see that you're an artist as well, right?
Yeah.
Which one of them you find more rewarding?
Yo, it's hard because as an artist, it's very rewarding for to say, yo, you can write a song them and come from nothing to becoming a superstar. You perform and receiving the funds and you know can help your family and them thing it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
But as a producer, you have the ability to create music, create personalities, create business, create a lot of things. So it's two different avenues. Now, as I told you, I tell you what I go say, 6 months now, really fully focused because all these years I always just do music out of fun, like, you know,
Fun.
creative, yeah.
Right.
So production overall entirely would be most rewarding.
Yeah.
So which one of them you prefer? You prefer singing or you prefer producing, making the beats and, you know?
Prefer singing.
Prefer
Singing.
But yeah, the producing more rewarding, but you prefer the singing.
Okay, so in terms of your career so far in music, we see that you've met and we see that you've had opportunities to produce songs for some of the biggest names, which is like Popcorn, Coffee, Skilly Bang. What has the experience been like with that? What was the process of actually getting to be around these people, to be able to produce these for these different people?
Right. Let me show you how life works. This is the starting.
Yeah.
It will take you 20 years to get here in a day. One day,
Yeah.
you realize that it took you 20 years to be right here.
Mhm.
And so after you're right here, everything's in 6 months. So basically, what I said, we don't work so hard by the time pick up attraction in music.
Yeah.
Everything was happening so fast. I didn't even realize how big I was or how popular I was because I was just locking at the studio.
Yeah.
One day, I just got on the road, regular shorts, slippers, regular marina. You know what I mean? I really think much of it. Go buy get a split car. You don't know.
Yeah.
Me a brand ambassador for Starbucks and thing. Me go Starbucks and you know what I mean? So, of course, you know. Because the boom now. Somebody say, yo, Dane, Ray, want to take a picture and them know me realize it. You're big. Yeah, I'm getting where I want to be. You know what I mean? So I can't dress the same and you can't really, you know what I mean? You can't be just big. Like a yard today.
You have to bring up your image.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah. So speaking on going out and branding yourself a certain way, like what is your advice to other producers coming up in terms of their branding, in terms of how they do business, because it is a business, right?
Yeah.
But how they approach producing and music. What are your advice to them so that they can actually build a strong brand as you have built for yourself, so that they can actually reach the level that you're on right now?
it's just you have to research music, First it becomes a passion and you have to really tap in to where it came from and where it go now and try add your 2 cents to it, So that's what really matter, cause everybody can produce a song these days. You don't even have to you don't even have to build a rhythm.
Yeah.
When you have the money, you can produce a song. So me believe friend, you can try influence the culture and add to the culture and also boss artists most important. Me not like work with mediocre artists or artists with just there. So it's either me go boss an artist or I work with a superstar.
Yeah.
Me not see the need or me need to work with a popular artist. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're willing to go through the process with the artist as long as they're willing to put the work in as well.
I'm not gonna work with it if I not gonna put in the work. I'm full of energy, bro. You see me?
Yeah.
Dog. Me not sleep. None at all. Like 3 hours, 4 hours a day.
Yeah. So on the business side of stuff, because when you were here a while ago, we saw, you were showing
Trap Skull.
Yeah, Trap Skull.
Yeah.
You were showing him some stuff that you have actually learned over the years.
Yeah, cause it's experience. I've been around the greatest. You know what I mean? I've been around rappers, Drake,
Pick up Juicy.
Burna Boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pop and Coffee. So we know the protocols and I've been in music from 2013.
2013.
So the more you see the artists out there, is more you learn.
Yeah.
So
So is it that?
yeah.
Yeah. So is it that you had like just indirect mentorship, or is it that you had people there that they could say, okay, these people are my mentor in music. These people are my mentor to guide me and I can always ask them questions, or is it that you just learn from just watching what other people are doing?
In general, I don't really chat nothing, in general. You see me? But I'm a quiet youth. You see me? So I really listen and observe a lot. And that is how I learn, and that is how I think I'm where I'm right now. You see me? I just really focus on what need to be done. You see me? So I always depend on learning in things. Even if I can't cuss bad word, or if I rubbish you attack.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I still listen. Because one of the important things as a producer I learn, every artist thinks that them bad. You see me? And there's always truly one bad thing, even in the rubbish pile with them I sing set. So I learn a lot of flows from even the worst artists then. Weirdly. You know what I mean? We could have run them out of the studio enough time, but them I pay them money and them are we have a studio, we have producers, do your thing. Sometimes I listen and I say, yo, you see why him think him can bust, but if him just do this and this and this, it would have been better. Yeah.
So you feel like it's a case here, in a case like that, you feel like you would have like, if you see artists coming and like them rent the studio for you and you in there overhearing and like you pick from the rubbish pile and hear some good things, I feel like it's a situation where you'd give them some guidance and say, you can fix this and you would have.
From the energy, right? Yeah. Sometimes it take long for me and artists work or me and people work because we're very skeptic about energy and people will come around and intentions. You see what I say? But in general, because you always hear what go on, and if you're super bad, you get the chance, you know?
And then let me ask you a question. But how do you determine if a person is super bad? Is it that it's based on your ear, or is it the public telling you that? Like you put
Both.
something out. Both.
Is a youth to me very confident and I won't believe, you know, but me very confident in what the mass has to say as well. Is a balance of both. Popular supply and demand. Me have a supply, there's a demand out there, so me have to know what them like versus what me like.
Yeah.
You know, and we find a way to put it together in the song them. Sometimes me hear an artist, well, most of the time me hear an artist and I'm just hearing who say one line and I say shit.
Yeah.
That hard.
Yeah.
Like sometimes for even hours we sit down and like watch, like listen to music videos them and watch the song them and just this and like figure out we're gonna get the artists them out or market them and them like a thing there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything come together as one.
So you have a team?
Yeah, I have a team.
Team that does like how is a team broken down in terms of like marketing, in terms of somebody that goes out and get the shows for the artists and all that. Can you just give us a structural breakdown of your team?
So we have production, we have bookings, and we have like publishing. So we have a bookings team that does bookings for the artists and the producers and the team. Production, we have Trap Skull Days. I don't know, at times, you know, we then at the studio sometime when I do the production stuff.
Yeah.
And then for the publishing, business affairs, we have Nigel.
Yeah.
Nigel is overseas international publishing. You know? So him will like pitch with projects to movies. We have credits for movies and plaques for like 2 movies right now.
Yeah.
And him we just make sure all the business work and the paperwork and everything dealt with properly.
Yeah. And you're like the CEO of you're like the CEO ensuring that all of these things are just handled.
Yeah.
You know, finding the right people.
Yeah.
So what was the process of?
However, independently, you know, everyone has their own company.
Yeah. Okay.
Trap Skull has his record label and his artist Emoji. Days as his artist Minus as producers. You know what I say? Nigel has an international company, Palm Tree Flow, and he does publishing for a lot of people. He was the one that pitched the song to After Club.
Yeah.
Charlie Black's Party Animal. Why up on your body, girl?
That's
Which
massive.
was one of the biggest.
That's massive.
Yeah, so he's on my team as well.
Yeah.
You know, so team powerful.
So how did you like come to find such a powerful team or such powerful people to work
It
with?
took years, you know. It's like after years, you really can identify specific character in people because it's not the most talented or who has the most talks. You know, some you can actually find people that are chosen and gifted have a special talent. You know, so when you have a creative, look at us now right now. For example,
Yeah.
you see me?
Yeah.
You know what I say?
Okay, where I say.
Yeah. So get to me, I say.
So how important is your team to you? Like how
Very
much?
important because at the end of the day, you're as strong as your weakest link. You know? Yeah, bro.
So them take a lot of pressure off of you in terms of managing everything.
Not
Them help you out a lot.
So, everybody pressure everybody.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
So everybody
It's a
keeps
team.
everybody up.
When I
Yeah,
reach
to keep everything going.
a comfortable zone.
So you
If
can't
you
get
have to
complacent.
push yourself. One day I go forward when me feel like me just want relax. And my team have to probably remind me. Although me not say that they're there yet.
Mm-hmm.
You see
You
me?
know, say you are working.
Yeah, bro. Because at the end of the day, we are do this for a purpose.
Yeah.
And for years, been a work on big projects. Now, so I take it back from groundwork. You know, so I don't have no problem if you don't sleep for a year, you know?
So how big do you plan to take your career in terms of music?
Honestly, you see, that is what me really focus on right now. I can't telephone camera them because them thing I want me to talk to great.
So
Yeah.
and I work on that one.
Never been done before.
Yeah.
So we have to just
look out for that, you know.
Instagram and just follow up the page them and just know say I'm mad.
Billionaire
So
music.
I think I already mentioned my record label name already since we're there, which me shouldn't have.
Yeah.
See me? But some music I got dropping at the people them ears hard. First of the year.
So
You see me?
but we can like discuss like some of the artists that you plan to work with though. Or you're working with currently.
Kola is already out. You know? Kola I'm a bridging from like 2011.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm getting
So before you get the music them time there,
yeah.
I get in 2013.
So you guys were working together from that time?
He wasn't an artist, no?
Just like a virgin.
He was, you know?
So you inspired him.
You don't know Kola?
Color.
Kola.
color.
Him sing bad fucking Boji bitch.
Oh, that, yeah. Get it loose for me.
Hey, that
Check.
bro,
Bro.
Yeah, man.
bro,
Artist boss and art song. That's what he said on me.
bro.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
man.
but you know what I say?
Alright, Khalil would probably know the names them better than me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm the type of person where, for example, DJ Khalid came to Jamaica, right? And I'm the type of person where when I'm driving around, I must hear something bad. I want a dub or I want a remix in my name and stuff like that. Right? So I have Skilly Bang, I have DJ Khalid, I have a couple others. You get me? And them just singing about riches and wealth and stuff like that. Them remix the songs. So sometimes I might not know the artist's name, but then I know the song. And the song, but I'm like, and then they mentioned it a while ago, bro, I read that song religiously every day.
Yeah, bad, man.
Because every day, bro. You get me? It's a bad song.
When the song just start take over and everywhere you go, you hear that. Bar, party, people carry pass, everywhere you hear that, man. It wicked, man.
And you're the one that produced that as well.
17 producers, son.
Yeah.
At the time, you don't know. Nobody never know Quella. And, me, I do all of them, like...
The
Lil
marketing
Kids,
and
man.
stuff. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I take up the responsibility of make sure into the song. You know?
How expensive is it though?
Very.
Very.
So, all right, on the topic of this man, great achievements, because you already know, them man deal with the best of the best. Them man deal with the popcorn, the skilly bang, the coffee,
Yeah.
right? I remember them man they on a song where Grammy nominated, you see it, and NAACP winner song, you know? And so,
A fax, man.
Yeah.
I don't know the NAACP award are the second biggest award in the world.
where you can win as an
Award
award.
with like Will Smith and Kevin. I saw your name Kevin.
Kevin
Hart.
Kevin
Yeah.
and
You know,
them
Justin
on them
Bieber.
level, they say, you know, send no prom
We have like 5 billboards, you know?
Yeah.
But you don't know entirely at the end of the day, they don't really mean nothing to me till you're old.
You're
still,
old,
so-
yeah.
Right
You can
now.
look back on.
Yeah, me don't even look on them. I have like try them and me even pull it.
Yeah.
You see me? Because I'm still
Then-
hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people that look on them awards and them accomplishments
You know
and
what,
get
then?
complacent.
If it was up to me, nobody wouldn't know. The awards, them, everybody know we get them through popcorn and the video they go viral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it that, let me ask you a question, like, is it that you plan to expand your genre of music? Or is it that
Yeah.
you're just focused on dancehall for now?
No, as me say, me have a label, company. It's a team of people. We have investors and plan for take over dancehall and not even say take over dancehall, like plan for drop some hits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And bust on new artists. Dancehall is a very wide scale, enough for our producer friend them over there and thing, but the team our plan for shape the industry.
Yeah.
And we have international artists on board, and we have international connects on board, and we have international currency on board.
Yeah. We gotta talk about the money, you know?
Yeah. Because it's a billionaire podcast, and if you must talking about growling that we ain't broke over here either. Yeah, bro.
So what are some of the genres though you look into?
Like English R&B, American R&B.
When I say English, you mean like UK drill?
Okay.
No, I mean, I really love the drill.
Drill.
Not really. If my artists want to do it, I'm open for make money or for marketing at any way, but that's not really in my creative
It's-
capacity to make some drill music. If me hear a drill hit song, me can know say, oh, this is a hit. If me don't know, me know Trap Skull, you know, because him really love the trap thing and him. You see me? You don't know.
So what about the Latino market? I hear that's a very big market.
My tour, I can promise you, if you really, I don't know if it's up on the internet, but I have a song named Blessings, Billionaire Blessings. There's a clip in me I perform in Chile with over 70,000 to 80,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Method Man was on the show as well, Wiz Khalifa. I know enough artists here has never performed for probably not even 50,000 or 40,000 people. But long story cut short, I've been in the reggaeton and the Latino industry, market industry. Toured in Panama over 3 times, Chile like 4 times. So, you don't know plan for venture in that. Plus, me I do some work with Nessa Prep, you know, from Trinidad.
Yeah.
Probably you're not familiar with her, but she have hit songs on some other part of the world, you know?
Yeah, this is actually a learning process for us as well, too. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to learn as much as possible about everything.
Yeah.
So you as a producer, you as an artist, we're trying to learn as much so that it can help us as well, you know, because music lasts forever.
Definitely.
You know, that's the universal language of the world. And I've learned a lot of stuff from music as well, just by listening. And but you have a lot of artists that speak about different things, and there's just so many different things that you actually, if you're actually sitting down and listening, you can pick from it and, all right, this can benefit my life in some type of way, right? And then what I realized with music as well, in terms of your moods, you know, it helps with your mood as well too. So you have a lot
Definitely.
because
definitely.
even lockdown was a vibe, you know.
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
You get-
From
lockdown-
the first time you hear that song there,
yeah.
They know a W.
done.
So what about like, because we were talking about Burna Boy earlier, you know, like what has that experience been like knowing an artist like Burna Boy?
You see, like probably 3 years ago, it would have me feel like achieve something. But no, it's pretty much, you know, I don't really look on artists as like figures are like, you know, they're like I have that level there.
Yeah.
A communication and everything. If you look at them as a superstar and you're frightened,
Yeah. Man, definitely understand. Yeah.
So I have a creative block.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely
so
understand.
me nah say, me no look for no artists because Drake is one of my favorite artists.
Same.
I say?
Is it?
Big up Drizzy every time. I don't know.
So obviously if me there on Drake for the first couple of sessions, probably me wouldn't have freestyle as much if we record it, isn't it? Yeah. But eventually, because we are human beings, so.
How has traveling benefited you as an artist, as a producer, as an individual in general? How has it benefited you?
Open brand new horizon really, you know, that there's a bigger scale in the world and there's more to achieve than just going on trending.
Yeah.
You know, because none of the songs that I ever sing ever go up on trending brought me to Panama or Chile. I've went to over like 15 countries or reggaeton kind of music. I went to London, Glasgow, Trinidad, Antigua, Barbados, you know, Canada, America, just for these songs. So traveling really shows you, yo, the world is big. And we as Jamaicans, we're very iconic and we have a force
Yeah.
to reckon in the world. You know what I mean? We don't know, we're gifted people. So we have the ability to tap in at every market. But we just want this generation to really understand that because people are cussing, music are deteriorate, and it's just because we are enjoying music for ourselves.
Yeah. I saw
Skilly kind of bring it out of that. Skin kind of do it. You see me? But we have to kind of just make it and meet them halfway where music can be sold and people can appreciate it on a global scale. You know, so traveling really helped me to realize, say, yo, you know, you have to be very creative and make sure, say, you have deliver for the world, not just in your yard and around the community, and, you know?
Yeah.
One time would I love to have a crown, no would I want a S-class.
Yeah. The appetite grows. The appetite grows. So
I used to look on an S-class as a big ugly car, you know?
Yeah.
When I travel and I see that, them in a rain room, them in S-class, you know? Because I have a gold BMW, you know? You see me? And that really, I don't know, everybody know it's like everybody friend. I say, no, Dane, gold BMW there, good. It's alright. I'm not saying I'm good man there, man.
Yeah.
Basically, I try to show you, bro, you have to think big.
yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
It's not just Jamaica. The more you grow and you more achieve and you more you're around people where rich, you realize, say, oh, if the richest man who own this building probably wouldn't have on this.
Yeah.
You don't know the Henry in a middle rich right now. You don't know. Billionaire Podcast, isn't it?
Yeah. So let me ask a question. Like for a lot of upcoming artists that
Just gonna ask, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask because I would say what are your pieces of advice to like new artists coming out the gate now so they can take away, because I know a couple of them going to be watching this and you are one of the biggest, so the greatest thing for them listen to you. You know, you have good upcoming artists like Jano AVG and M4, so couple of my brethren them really want you give them
ATV,
AVG and M4.
AVG.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like
Give
that
them
them name, but I
two-piece,
say it one time, I remember all of them.
Yeah.
You see me?
Is it?
So really it's just focus and really master your craft. You know what I mean? Most of the artists them don't really spend the time for like watch back where dancehall I come from or performance. So little by little we lose a piece of originality. You know, so you have to just work very hard, and if you really want to bust fast, you have to just try link with Trap Skull ideas them.
Really?
In the street that much again. But, you see me? From Trap Skull ideas them can say, yo, the body not fully. You know what I mean?
So let me ask a question, right? In terms of, because I've always heard and I've seen it that dancehall or music in general is kind of divided. So how do you maneuver it? With so many different camps and so many different people doing their own thing. Everybody trying to be the boss.
For be honest, still, I can't speak for everybody, but if you really know me outside of music, or if you even know me good in the music, it's things outside of music why people really, really, really rate me. I even really call me real God. So I say so. I try to keep my thing level. I mean, I really try to get caught up in a politics and picking side and them things. Oh, eventually that couldn't be avoided. History.
Yeah.
So I don't really follow politics and the war thing and them things. I do my own thing. I my own company, one brand.
Yeah. So what are some of your plans for the future though? As a producer, as a musician?
Real estate,
Real estate?
crypto.
Crypto. Man's a crypto. I feel like the man just purpose is like crypto. The things that 30 grand right now. Crypto is at 30, Bitcoin is at 30 grand right now.
Bitcoin, well, I don't have Bitcoin.
You know Bitcoin?
Yeah. I don't have Bitcoin.
You're just getting involved in cryptos.
5 years.
5 years now? Okay.
But I'm not going to mention it on this because I don't want to bag up people.
Yeah.
So we need not get into that.
Yeah.
You see me? We're investing in real estate and some crypto on the side. I don't know. We're going into a cashless society right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need Bitcoin, I'm going to have that. I don't know. I have my source over here. So CBDCs are coming in now as Jamdex.
Yeah.
We'll soon be spending Jamdex and no more paper. We'll probably for the next 5 years or 10 years, we'll have a little bit of paper here and there. Eventually, it's Jamdex around the place.
Man's a very intelligent guy now.
Yeah, man, of course. I studied finance, bro. I have 10 subjects. I don't know you to can do it, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was, for example, the traditional subjects, right? You having subjects, how has that played a role in your success?
Just that, as I say, the more you know, knowledge is power. The more you know, more help in every situation, day-to-day decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, I realize that we're in a society now where society is promoting dance is the new thing, so no subject. Like,
See, me said dance enough time. Yeah. I was one of the millionaire group, initial group with Reagan and Jamal, but start said dance. It's not literally like being uneducated. It's just
more so.
Me can't even say, but you don't know a Billionaire Podcast.
Yeah.
But it's like when something go on there, that's a BBC.
Yeah.
I want Jack to say dance. And then to do dance because it has a vibration.
One dance,
Yeah.
one.
Listen me?
Yeah.
Imagine your Japan say flowers. Flowers. Not enough vibes, bro. You get what I say?
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, we're not trying to be a comedian still. But at the end of the day, it give off a stigma and it as when you said dance, I said, John, illiterate, you know what I mean? It's powerful.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to promote dance and anything. You see it? See dance come into play, some hope the youth them really make sure they're not dance like it's get so popular.
Yeah.
If you ask a dance and you dance, you know you go call. Pakistan reality, me know enough youth that bright like Jamal, me can tell you that personally. Jamal is one of the most successful artists them. Jamal we start the dance thing, if him never so successful, he might be one of the biggest artists them. Him having businesses in him and them so you can't really follow music. See me? Him know why him do it and it around the place now.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Speaking on that as well, right? You said that you're getting into real estate and cryptos and all these other different investments, right? Do you feel like it will take away from your music?
Because now I have a team.
Mm-hmm.
At the time I would have spent like a month in the studio to build 5 of them or 10 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have top skull. We have days them and we have a team. I have enough people send me beats and them too. I can select and we can build beats. So I feel like I can go look on land and house and I feel like I still can go check the Bitcoin read 30,000 like you just tell me.
Yeah, it's
I have more time for myself so that we give me space to be more creative as well. And music is I think if you just go so every year, you go mash up, you must trip.
Yeah, so you take breaks sometimes.
Yeah, and I have a team where I work. My company and function without me. But literally can go to America tomorrow for like 3 months and I worry about Chop Skull and Days or Nigel them or the artists. Then. Everybody is taken care of, you know what I mean?
So what are some of your interests outside of music and invest in? Like, what are some of your hobbies and some of the things that you actually do to, like, when you take time away from music or take time away from work?
Like house parties.
Oh, you keep them or you got them?
Keep them.
You keep them?
You see me? I'm not going away. Paranoid, because I tell you, so my life kind of different. You already plans are whatever I've been up now, so my life will be like this thing. You see me? You know, better we stay inside, you know?
Yeah, just low key and just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you consider yourself to be an introvert or extrovert?
Introvert, easily, because me not really, as me tell you, me not really talk much, bro.
So, has that affected you? Do you find that it affected you negatively or positively?
It's a balance, because enough time, me around Drake already, I'm sure I say, yo, my baddest thing.
Yeah.
And just walk away. So, I'm never think about it, but you see me? But big man thing, so, but at the end of the day, me and you believe, say, make your work speak for you, but it's a balance too, because me there are enough people, bro. Like, for example, like 5, probably 6 years ago, I say Winford Williams, and the same thing come to me. So I walk up to the brother and tell him, say, yo, I'm soon far up at the place and that.
Yeah.
Look out for me, you know. I'm gonna go up there 3-4 times. Should I do it?
Like, no, is it
Should I
normalized?
just tell him, say, yo, look out for me. You see me? Yeah, but
So what was the experience with Drake and, you know, because I say like Drake is one of those guys where similar to Burner just a while ago. You know, I listen to a lot of Drake. You know, I hope to interview him one day. What was the experience like, you know, meeting Drake? You know, are you planning to work towards probably producing a song for him as well?
yeah, that's the dream, you know, because Drake is a legend, an icon, probably one of the biggest, right? One of the biggest artists in the world right now.
Yeah.
Half a numbers and things, right?
Yeah.
And I'm an artist, so that is where I want to be in music, in general mainstream, working with the biggest artists in the world and trying to fuse dancehall, not left out dancehall, trap dancehall too, with drinks. You know what I mean? Mainstream music.
Drake's mainstream.
Yeah, and it's a joy, you know, I produce albums with Drake, 2 albums with Drake and
The pop is it?
Mixtape and Gift and
Bro, like it's a
Great Easy.
You see, yeah, I changed Mixtape was the first one before Fixtape, right? Bro, you see, yeah, I changed and Fixtape back to back. Just rinse it.
That's all I need.
Crazy.
Just rinse it, bro, you know? I just rinse it and then just to see the relationship that you guys even have to be able to have like multiple Drake songs on your album. Like that's a massive accomplishment.
From a Jamaican
From a
standpoint.
Jamaican standpoint, you know?
Yeah, and that brought us a lot of international recognition, you know, like you can go in any studio or with an artist because them have a pre-concept. How we already are, you know what I mean? Them know history.
So you find it that, for example, working with a lot of these international people, I know like they would work with multiple people from multiple different genres, right? But do you find it that it's easier for them to work with Jamaicans?
Not really, because the business is always, you know what I mean? But it's as I said, bro, some artists different. Like you have Papi and you have Chronics and you have Coffee that have a team and a machine around them, so it's easier. But you have some artists where, you know, it's not easy because they don't have a machine, you know?
Yeah.
We have a history of bad business.
So let me ask you a question, like because coffee lockdown in the pandemic, you know, everybody was rinsing the like, and that is one of the songs that actually got awarded, right? So what has that done, you know, in terms of adding to you as a person, as a producer, as a individual?
Lockdown is my 2 biggest achievements so far in music.
Did a remix for lockdown or just one?
One.
Just one alone. Yeah. What was the other?
The Fixtape album.
Fixtape album.
Yeah, it went a couple number 1 around the world. I can't tell you if I top of my head. I tell you, I'm trying to focus on that.
Yeah.
Easy to get comfort.
So you just
I love a good life. I see free. Yeah, charge it easy for me down my yard and just relax and just light up something, you know? And just go on easy, yeah. So I try and even look on them thing that we have time can, you know?
Yeah.
We young, same way, fresh.
So in terms of like long term, because you know some people you say you don't plan to stop, right? But what is your retirement? Well, we still have to think about that, you know. What is your retirement plan? Like, are you planning to ever retire? Planning to ever stop?
Of course.
You know. So what are you putting in that right now?
Just developing the next generation of dancehall discreetly and developing my label them. We don't invest in my kinds them when we don't know. We probably even bother have to do nothing again in our life.
Yeah.
Me youth them. Good. Greatest grandson them alright. Just half of them look at two style and pop.
Yeah.
You see me? So, just that. I have to retire, bro. I'm not going to dancehall forever. Run up and down and try to get a hit song. I'm not depend that. You know, so I'm country the name Mauritius.
Marish, I think I've
You
heard
know
that.
Bali, you know Bali.
Bali, I know Bali, yeah.
Alright, you know plan for go there, so.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm at the 40s of them places. I want the Brazil.
Maldives and
So-
all works.
Yeah.
So is it that you're saying that when you start going to Bali, that's when you're retiring? Like that's a hint to say like that's how you're retiring.
Well, you can retire and stop work, but as I say, I have a machine, so it's forever, you know. I'm a son, love music.
Mhm.
I'm a son, really believe in even Quilla,
Yeah.
you know.
That song is a hit right now.
Son,
That's,
cause him and my son, like, every time my son hear him, you know, because I want him catch the sound them so quick.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, my son of the future, you know what I mean? So me always, so, yeah, bro.
man, just listen to your son just.
I know him bad enough, but when a 4-year-old I sing him song, them line for like, no, you really have to look in and I wonder what go on. You see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking on that as well, like in terms of catching, like what do you think is the secret sauce for a song to really catch the public and
Good
make
for
them
yeah,
want
man.
to listen?
You just like I getting a viral song. You know, that's the easiest way. You know,
No, but how do you get
No, you
to
have
that
time.
vibe song?
just saying something epic or when never been said before, or something catchy, or you know what I mean. In music, I think music is a spirit. I don't know if you agree. Music is a spiritual thing.
It is. It is. Yeah,
Some
believe.
people write music, some people get high, some people take substance, all kind of things to get that feeling if be capable of writing. Some people get it sober.
Mhm.
Believe you, when you're writing and all a vibe, there's a part where creativity and like
Spirituality.
Spirituality.
Yeah.
yeah, meet. Big man thing, you see me? And like we just say, they just going on one flow we never plan for do. That's
Yeah.
it. You have people who freestyle.
Mhm.
And if you freestyle, you're not gonna remember what they say. Cause that just come off the top.
Yeah.
No, they hear it. So yeah.
So if you feel like it is this is based on talent or anybody can be successful at this.
Anybody really, you have to have talent. Obviously, you have to have a little talent if you can sing a song. If you can't sing a song, then you can't be creative or going on a spiritual vibes. You know what I mean? So it's a balance of talent and creativity and all of them things. And too, you have gimmicks as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So what about a person who, they love music, they love music they love everything about music. They listen to the latest songs and all that. They want to be an artist. But it's a situation where they just don't have the voice. You feel like, let me not even say the voice, but you feel like any person who probably just get some lyrics or get a songwriter to write them a song can be successful at music. Yeah.
I couldn't sing. We used to rap.
So,
I teach myself how to sing. Can't have a voice, you know. I'm watching YouTube and I got Edna. So I spend the extra.
you have to
hours.
spend extra time.
It's always about extra time.
So you're saying that anybody can make it. It's just about the amount of time that they actually put into the music, the craft, whether it be the producing aspect or the singing aspect of stuff.
Both never just born as the fastest man.
True.
Of a practice.
Obviously, I'm born as the fastest man in the world because genetics will be determined. But I work hard for that shit. You
Yeah.
get what I say? Yeah, you have to put in the extra hours, bro. Because at the end of the day, when you reach on the top, you get comfortable. So when your competitors them asleep, that is the perfect opportunity for perfect your craft and make sure so you're successful in anything where you do.
Yeah. So let me ask a question. Like in terms of reaching artists or artists reaching you, like do you find it that it is a difficult process, especially for a person if they're in Ghana right now? Would they fly to Ghana or would they fly to you? How do you get them to voice if they're really good and you want them to
Depends.
voice?
If them in a nice area, and me relate with my team and them say them don't want forward, you know what I mean? Would I go? I don't have problem with work overseas. Prefer go there because one can experience the culture. Probably hungry, get up for go buy a joint or buy a breakfast. And me go hear a word for inspire me.
Yeah.
Papi have a song on the album and say, girl, why not for me a bugo ya? What the hell is a bugo ya, bro?
Yeah, just the
Something
vibe.
here.
You just go and go buy something. You just hear that. And just put in a song. And
Solid.
I saw an interview with somebody the other day, where they were saying that the music has moved from a point where it is less lyrics, like back in the days, to now vibe. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's just selling vibes right now.
It's just good vibes right now.
Yeah.
Some song for playing a party and bunks too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not nothing really for you to just dive into the words and be like, let me try and dissect this to see what it really means. It's just vibes, just bounce to it and
Scoop on the top.
Yeah.
wap,
Okay,
wap,
so
wap.
when it clap.
Funny enough, you know.
Pop, pop, pop.
So when that
Vibes, right?
we are the one that produced that.
No.
You're-
Yo, every girl I pray, I mean, produce that.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
girl I pray, every girl I pray.
yeah, that's that bad. That bad. But
That's sick.
You see when that scope thing, I heard it in a Call of Duty. Remember when I was playing Call of Duty heavily? I'm here whop whop whop. Bro, from here whop whop, like the man had a custom gun and it's like the mod. I don't know if you play Call of Duty, but it's like the mod gun, and every time the gun bursts, whop 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 whop.
Like they will change the muzzle.
Yeah. So
Straight.
yeah. So that's what actually. So that's what, and then I saw a lot of people like trying to dissect the words and be like, yo, Skilly don't really have words and stuff, yet still Skilly is one of the biggest artists right now.
Yeah, man. Skilly them a lyricist, man.
Let me tell you what happened to Skilly. Skilly is super smart, you know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Warmington, Skilly, super smart.
Believe.
Him do an international collab with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Zane. So after international collab, bro, it's hard to really maintain the attention, the weight of the way you just do.
Mm.
So what Skilly did was he started to reduce the words and he started to reduce like in terms of lyrical quality. And
Yeah.
music kind of drag. It's like stacks.
Mm.
You can't just go say you go peak out.
Yeah.
Him go, when me say, yo, Apo. There's one to Skilly, my man.
Yeah.
And then and then Skilly goes so boom. Post one little piece, whap, 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 everybody and cloth him in done.
Mm.
So what this create is attention. And it drop the stop. Stop marking, drop the logo, stop. Stop marking. You see me?
Get a pull back.
Yeah. So when you go so now and you hear the full song now, and you hear it go whap, 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 and it really bad now for real. He showed off again. He get an international collab. Plus, him did it in a time when him just signed to, I think it was RCA. It's hard to sign to a label. And then he
Strategy.
not easy because of dancehall, but we used to just selling vibes. No, you have to actually can perform to 50,000 people where we're not, where 10,000 of them white, black. Or can relate to the language we speak.
Mm.
So where do you see the music industry going though, like for the next 5-10 years?
I think there's gonna be like a rebirth of like fresh artists with like more like presentable, like they do the craft better. I think so. The what going right now good enough. But I think like the next crop of artists will really spend more time in a performance and everything. What going right now you have selective few artists. I think sick from performing like Joshie Valiant, Craft and some people. You know what I mean?
So what do you think is going to be the driving force for that shift though?
My team.
Yo,
See you.
you see this?
You see you. Too hard.
Sometimes I say these things and I hear people laugh. Sometimes I say these things and I hear people laugh and I wonder if I come off like a comedian.
I love that one.
No, wait, no.
I love
Because that's something that,
Love me,
for
love
example, the interview that we did a while ago with Abedon, same thing. Because it's something that I know that I would have do. It's like, it's my industry.
Bro,
I'm ready.
Bro, this shit is easy, bro. It's easy money, bro. It's just me never focus. Me just have too much woman.
Yeah.
And we had too much difference. You know what I mean, bro? We live the life, bro. I'm telling you something. Me and you, we live a mafia life too. Outside of music, that's why people love it, bro. We have communities that like worship us, bro.
Yeah.
So I say so. Me the kind of that them thing I kind of take from music for years. You know, I really get to know like people that much. I really dig people. The more I meet people, the more I meet people, is more I love my dog. Sure, for my life. I mean, that can be one of the main topic. Them.
Yeah.
More I meet people, is more I love my people. It's more I love my pets, them, bro.
Shit.
I swear my life, bro. You see me? But I didn't that damage me. And not everybody come around for the wrong reasons. That's what I say. And when I really look for help back from who me help,
Help.
God help me. You see me? Bless, God help me. When I really want nobody sorry for me or them thing. I'm good, bro. You see me? Yeah, that.
So, bro, I have a question based on dancehall and where they right now and pertaining to back in the days. You know, you have some art clash, right? You have the Cartel and the Movado. Them wicked clash, they will move the whole nation. Zane, which two artists, when a dancehall right now, you think if them two man they clash, it bring dancehall to it levels where it used to there. It bring it up there.
Yo, honestly speaking, bro, what do you want to answer that question?
But no, sir.
Yeah.
I said 2 years ago, I would answer the question.
Yeah.
I swear to God, but I didn't even met them as artists anymore.
See.
Plus, this artist who I record at daytime on my phone. I'm not going to not go up on YouTube like that. 2 months. So, kind of zone right.
And just I do you.
Okay, so alright, so while we're not answering that question, but like how you feel the culture is now compared to back then?
Culture nice, you know, bro, because we make money, you know. And when some money that run the place, we never make no money, bro.
Yeah.
See me? So, culture is nice right now, bro.
Jamaica is nice.
Jamaica is nice.
It's making music, me have asked them where I work with, me just get a, this year, bro, me get a billboard for give Great Izzy.
Yeah.
Me get a Grammy nomination for Coffee. January, February, March. 3 months that out of the year. Still have a whole
9 months left.
You see me? Never me enjoying that much. You see me? 9 months. You see me? Out of the year. We have 9 months for
More great things.
I think it's just additions right now. What am I going to do now? We get a bigger board there. And let's get the next NAC. You see me? Yeah.
So let me ask a question. Like, in terms of I say like jewelry and I say like cars.
Check my chain.
Yeah.
Check with jewelry.
Yeah. So what inspired you to? Is it the music that inspired you to like jewelry and like cars and like those luxury items?
Bro, these are not jewelries, bro. Like these are like really medals. You see me?
They're medals.
Yeah, bro. I realize like a gold me go. Same. You see me?
Medal. First place. I don't know.
Yeah, and the thing about it, a lot of people don't understand. Like they might see it and be like, oh, it's probably flashy, but it's really an investment at the end of the day because it adds to your.
And it's like, you can't everybody. No, you have to wear things and have things that not everyone can afford, bro. You see me?
Yeah.
Because that's why separated.
Yeah.
You see me? In general, me that you would probably not come around here without no jewelry and anything. Then, you know what I mean? But eventually, we grow. I love the look, bro.
Yeah.
Me, this no real guy.
Yeah.
So from a step out, you don't know me. I have my chopstick and anything. Like,
Yeah.
you see me? One time, I probably wear up my bust down watch. No, me I reach now on business level. A man who can't afford this watch. I go see the little thing up as I know. I said, damn, that nigga wearing something.
Yeah.
But who can't afford it now? Go, no, I'm not going to wear this for one little YouTube interview. Like, you know what I mean? You know, a Billionaire Podcast, this. So I have to level it. You see what I say?
Yeah.
Well, Billionaire, them would have wear. Yeah, bro.
So where can the viewers find you though?
Where find me?
Yeah.
Can't find me. Have me find you.
You will find them.
If you want contact some people get to me. They on my Instagram, still Billionaire Music. You see
Dane
me?
music. How did the name Dane come about though?
The original name Triton used to keep party like Impy Skimpy, Tantrum. At the time when, back then when the party fly them used to massive. Remember that time?
Yeah, remember those.
Like cut a man shop the party fly. Them time and him pass away now still. You see me? And he used to be the one where produce me and give me the links. So we used to name Gemini. At the time so that I go work and DJ Gemini and a bugger thing. So we just say Dane, Ray, you know, and so try it and drop out and we just work with it.
So do you find it that your name plays a big part in your success as a musician?
No. You could name anything with a still the writer.
So that's the right there. Because I've seen a lot of people, for example, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I see where a lot of people would have a certain name and then they change and the previous name might not have been working, but then the new name that they find, they start, you know, becoming extremely successful because of that new name.
Yeah, but yeah, that person like would have been like a governor, for example. Him have a moniker now, so it works. So that was one of his ways of instilling himself in the universe, because now governor have a preconcept of who he is. Governor have one tough man, a punk guy named governor.
Yeah.
You know, when the name Diablo first have a Spanish vibe. So basically what I try to show you, say, yo, your name are one way you can change to give a people a different vibe about you. But if you have 100 different avenues to bust and you pressure points every single day, one of them must pop. Because if me did name, if my name was name, I'm a produce popcorn and coffee with a bus. Right or wrong. Yeah, but with the name and produce somebody on the sound, really have no name neither. You know, go work.
Oh, so it has to do with
It's
network they have.
It's a puzzle, bro. It's not really a network. It's a million ways this shit can work. You have to just figure it out. You see me? You can just get a viral song as potential kid. Or you can just go sub man can sing good like Dane. There's a million ways, bro. You can just join one squad. You see me I say?
Yeah.
All the 6 artists ain't hot.
Yeah.
So
You see me I say? There's a million ways. You have to just figure it out.
while there's a million ways and a lot of people might not have the time to figure it out, what would you consider to be, because you've made it now, right? So what would you recommend for a viewer that is actually watching this right now to do in order to become successful from this without having to go through the struggles and the stress that you
It's a
went through?
popular song or a song that people can relate to. Preferably like a conscious song.
Conscious song? People really listen to conscious song?
Of course. You have to style it. You can, me and Josh do a song. Josh's first song was a song with me, you know. You know that?
Never.
Never know.
No, we no want no broke. Anywhere the cheddar go. Yeah. Whole scheme a roll up. Tell them fi no itch with the product. Tell them fi no itch with the product. You know that song?
No.
Yeah, that was Josh's first trending
First
song.
song.
Yeah. And because of that song being in trending and him done bad already and him done did viral already. You get what I say?
Yeah.
And it's a conscious song.
Yeah. I thought people were moving more towards the trap dancehall.
That come right back around, bro. Cause when
Like
Alkaline did a bus, dancehall they kinda get kinda weird, no?
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, man.
You agree? That was the time when Chronic's bus. If you're researching. It was in that exact
That's
time.
true.
That was exact time when Alkaline tattoo him here, Chronic's bus when they say
2016.
that was the time when them do the song with them I say when them on the beach with the kung fu thing. Yeah.
So for artists or a producer right now that might be looking at, for example, you the way you brand yourself in terms of your clothing, your jewelry, and all of them, all of those things, and might feel like they need to be doing the same exact thing in order to make it in terms of branding, but they don't have the money. Like, what advice would you give to them though? Where should they most of their focus
have the
be?
money. No, understand about
They probably have the money to buy a shirt.
But we never have money to buy a shirt either, bro.
Yeah.
We never have money to buy a shirt. We produce. I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican. Charlie Black and
Yeah.
oh my girl, let me dig out. Oh my girl, let me dig. I got it.
Time bad still,
I was
especially in the
still
Latin market.
making it, so I couldn't afford these things. But so you just have to stay focused, bro. Cause a shirt or a Gucci doesn't give you hits, bro.
True.
And I feel like a lot of people think that a shirt and Gucci and whatever give is that
These things
that's how you
don't
give
give
it.
you hits, bro. Everybody run a down song, nobody like Dane, like. You see what I say, bro?
Yeah.
Like, cause you can afford everything for give an artist, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I say? Money no do nothing.
Money doesn't do it.
Sometimes money I worst things, so I can tell you from first hand. You see me?
Yeah. Well, let me ask a question. Just this big question. What was the first when did you actually realize that you were actually making money from this?
Reagan King tough.
Tough. Okay.
Yeah,
So
let's say the thing.
tough. That's something.
Yo. Alright, so we split the song 50-50. Reagan. Me get my first 50. Would you believe, bro?
Yeah.
You see me? It's a jack. One song. Was it nice, you know?
Yeah.
I can't afford to do things now. One more and do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of doubled into the you remember when I was doubling into I tried to produce a thing before and I thought it was just money you needed. I spent like probably 500 grand first time, then I spent $1 million the second time, and then it never worked for me. But I thought it was just the money thing. So now me talking to you now, I'm actually learning about a lot of stuff that is required, but because I spent so much money trying to get involved in it because I thought it would have done good for my brand as well, to getting my name out there even more, because that is branding as well, right?
Yeah. How much did I consider you spend already?
Probably a little over 2 mil.
Can't spend $1 million.
Spend
Next
$1 million.
time with me, we're on the team, and trust me, I get the result.
Yeah, the results.
It's just as I said, it's the right people that I have.
It's just the right people.
At the end of the day, you go in the studio every day, I try to find a hit song.
Yeah.
Music is not about just finding a hit song or a likable song.
Mhm.
Can work. You know what I mean? But most of the song the artists them depend upon that, them only have 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
It's a whole lifestyle. It's about having also a moniker. It's about also being superstar, being exclusive.
Yeah.
Because the reason why we like Skin, Massacre, Alkaline, and Popcorn and them artists is because them exclusive.
Okay, so that is your piece of advice to the viewers, or you had something.
It's about branding.
It's about branding,
Yeah.
being exclusive,
Yung-
setting the right networks as well. So if a viewer here, you know, they probably, let's say you have a team, right? If a viewer is here right now and they wanted to, they probably had a bad song, right? Or they probably had a bad rhythm that they wanted to reach out to you for, like, what would be the process to actually get you to listen, you know? Because I know so many people reaching out to you on a day-to-day basis.
Instagram. I can link Trap Scholar Days.
Yeah. And they're guaranteed to reach out to you.
Email. More could email them. Any contact info. I may have an Instagram.
Yeah.
I check it like every minute. You know.
Okay, and you listen. If a person sends you something, you listen to it, and if you like it, you
That's
like
how I
it.
find talent.
Okay, so your ears is always in the street. So you never.
Never too busy. I don't have much to do right now.
Yeah.
I make music.
Yeah, man. So thanks for being a part of this, man. It's really
Definitely, bro. It's a pleasure being
really great
here.
having you, man.
Billionaire.
Dane Billionaire, you know?
so much.
Dane Billionaire, man. So we're looking forward to having you on the next one.
Chat the invites. I can just give it to Trap School for the interview.
Yeah.
I will wrap up everything. I like it.
Yeah, man. So thanks again, man.
Yeah,
Alright.
definitely, fam.
How's that? Good? Winners win. What's supposed to do the winners win thing? Yeah. Bro, tell us. Bro, look at this. Listen.
Winners who?
I told her I was not going to talk about this story. Bro, I don't know if you was paying attention to social media. Was it like 2 years ago?
Roughly.
2 years ago? Bro, I legit single-handedly crashed social media 2 years ago, bro. Like Jamaica out of just fun. You get me? Other Benz park up in my yard, right? I was driving on Porsche at the time, and Benz just parked up in my yard, and like I was like, I don't know what if I'm supposed to sell it. I don't know if I'm supposed to do. It's just there, bro. Cause like
Depreciated.
Yeah.
And just did it.
yeah, and then I was like, I'm not going to sell it, and I just gave it away. Let's get.
They give away a Porsche on social
I
media.
gave her a Benz.
A Benz
Yeah.
on social media.
They gave me break the internet, bro. You know?
Straight.
Break the internet.
You should have the podcast from them time, fam.
Eh?
Yo, but
I wanted to motivate people.
But the funniest thing, you know, God I go bless you now and way and even I go can explain it, bro.
Yeah.
That Ben that I give away, bro. That's the energy, you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
You get back them energy then in life, you see me?
Funny enough, the person that actually won, because I gave away a Benz and I gave away like 500 grand cash too. And it's like, and the person that actually won it, he was able to actually change his life, you know, because before, like, the man frightened when he won it, actually.
Yeah.
And then he was able to sell it, and that's money in his pocket right there. And then him start do some investments, and now him on him feet good right now, you know.
Straight.
You know, so I really give thanks for that experience, man.
That's something great to do, bro.
Something great.
I never heard that before.
But Dane, I'm surprised you don't hear about you know.
Plus 2 million, give it 2 million in music too.
I was trying, and I'm willing,
5 million in rich.
and I'm willing to still do the music thing because I genuinely love music, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I love music, and the players that are in it that are doing extremely well, I would love to even have a sit down with them and just know, like, oh, you did it. Because no matter, I'm in finance, right? But not because I'm in finance doesn't mean I can't learn something from your side and I can't make money from your side. Because some of the richest people in music, like, for example, Joe Bogdanovich, is Joe in music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Him don't sing. Right? He just put him money there and
And them have over 50% in some facility.
so there's a lot of things they can actually benefit from, you know, and that's what winners do. So winners
And you
win.
know that his family owned the Heinz Ketchup.
Then never know that.
That's where his wealth come from.
You didn't know?
Can research it. That's where his wealth come from. Making ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that was the Billionaire Podcast, guys, with
Yeah, man.
Dane,
Fully active.
me and
Every
Khalil.
time.
So see you on the next episode. Winners win.
Always.
Always. Bro, respect you know.
Respect.